Bella. Top of the day, beautiful people. Top of the day. Betwabu. Betwabu. We have made it to another Monday. It is Monday. Hold on, right, something. It is Monday, May the 4th, 2020, day 137 to read through the books of instruction and the prophet. Betwabu, Trina, Tiffany, Betwabu, Betwabu. All right, y'all. We are in Nehemiah, or some pronounce it Nehemiah, but it's Nehemiah. Nehemiah chapter 1, 2, and 3, also known as Ezra 2 or 2nd Ezra. All right, y'all, we're going to get right to it today. All right, y'all. Nehemiah chapter 1. And the words of Nehemiah, the son of Hilkiah. What? That's a whole sentence. Okay, sorry, y'all. Good morning, James. Good morning. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hilkiah. And it came to pass in the month of Chisleu, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan the palace, that Hanani, one of my brethren, came, he and certain men of Judah, and I asked them concerning the Jews that had escaped, which were left of the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem is also broken down, and the gates thereof are burnt with fire. And it came to pass, when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept, and mourned certain days, and fasted and prayed before Yahuwah, the God of heaven. And said, I beseech thee, O Yahuwah, God of heaven, the great and terrible God, that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments. Let thine ear now be attentive to thine eyes, and let thine ear now be attentive and thine eyes open, that thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servant, which I pray before thee now, day and night, for the children of Israel, thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against thee. Both I and my father's house, we have sinned. We have dealt very corruptly against thee, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments which thou commandest thy servant Moses. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commanded thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad the nations. But if ye return unto me, and keep my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out to the uttermost part of the heaven, yet I will gather them from thence, and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. These are thy servants and thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by thy great power and by thy strong hand. Betwabu, Betwabu. O Yahuwah, I beseech thee, let thine ear be attentive to the prayer of thy servant, and to the prayer of thy servants, who desire to fear thy name and prosper. I pray thee, thy servant, this day, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was the king's cupbearer. This is a very, very short chapter. Chapter 2 of Nehemiah. And it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him, and I took up the wine and gave it unto the king. Now I have not been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, why is thy countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very sore afraid, and said unto the king, let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad when the city, the place of my father's sepulchres, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, for what dost thou make request? So I prayed to the God of heaven. And I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldst send me unto Judah, and unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting beside him, for how long shall thy journey be, and when wilt thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come into Judah, meaning that they grant me safe passage as I pass through, so I don't run into any trouble. And And a letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the palace which appertaineth to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me according to the good hand of Yahuwah upon me. Then I came to the governors beyond the river and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was a man come to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. So I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. And I arose in the night, I and some few men with me. Neither told I any man what Yahuwah had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem, neither was there any beast with me, save the beast that I rode upon. And I went out by night by the gate of the valley, even before the dragon well, and the dung pour, and viewed the walls of Jerusalem which were broken down, and the gates thereof that were consumed with fire. Then I went on to the gate of the fountain, and to the king's pool, but there was no place for the beast that was under me to pass. Then I went up in the night by the brook, and viewed the wall, and turned back, and entered by the gate of the valley, and so returned. And the rulers knew not whither I went or what I did, neither had I yet told it to the Jews, nor to the priests, nor to the nobles, nor to the rulers, nor to the rest that did the work. Then I said unto them, You see the distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lieth waste, and the gates thereof are burnt with fire. Come, let us build up the wall of Jerusalem, that we be no more a reproach. Then I told them of the hand of Yahuwah which was upon me, that was good, and also the king's words that he had spoken unto me. And they said, Let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work. But when Sanballat the Horonite, and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, and Geshem the Arabian heard it, they laughed us to scorn, and despite us, and said, What is this thing that ye do? Here, you need to go plug that in. That's about to die, Tootie. What is this thing that ye do? Will ye rebel against the king? Then answered I them and said unto them, The God of heaven will prosper us. Therefore we, his servants, will arise and build. But ye have no portion, nor right, nor memorial in Jerusalem. Last chapter for today, y'all. Nehemiah chapter 3. Then Eliashib the high priest rose up with his brethren the priests, and they built the sheep gate and sanctified it, and set up the doors of it, even unto the tower of Meah. They sanctified it unto the tower of Hananel, and next unto him built the men of Jericho, and next to them built Zachar the son of Imri. But the fish gate did the sons of Hanassabil, who also laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Merimoth the son of Urijah, the son of Koz, and next to them repaired Meshullam the son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabil. I know I screwed that up. And next unto them repaired Zadok the son of Bana. The next unto them the Tekoites repaired, but their nobles put not their necks to the work of their Lord. Moreover, the old gate repaired Jehoiada the son of Paseah, and Meshullam the son of Besodiah. They laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, and the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. Next unto them repaired Melatiah the Gibeonite, and Jadon the Meronothite, the man of Gibeon, and Mizpah unto the throne of the governor on this side of the river. Next unto him repaired Uzziah the son of Hananiah of the goldsmiths. Next unto him also repaired Hananiah the son of one of the apothecaries, and they fortified Jerusalem unto the broad wall. Next unto them repaired Rephaiah the son of Hur, the ruler of half part of Jerusalem. Next unto them repaired Jedediah the son of Haramoth, even over against this house. And next unto him repaired Hattush the son of Hashbaniah. Listen. Okay, Nehemiah went back home by himself with a handful of men with him, right? All these men, all these people was already there. Why hadn't a leader risen up among them to rebuild the city? He came all the way from the king's palace to go home to help them rebuild. Why? They had no leader. Nobody who was willing to stand up to help rebuild the land. They were scared of the people around them. Next unto them repaired Rephaiah the son of Hur, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem. And next unto them repaired Jedediah the son of Harumath, even over against his house. And next unto him repaired Hattush, the son of Hashbaniah. Malachijah, the son of Harum, and Hashub, the son of Pahath Moab, repaired the other piece and the tower of the furnaces. And next unto him repaired Shalem, the son of Halohesh, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem, he and his daughters. And the valley gate repaired Hanam, and the inhabitants of Zanoah, they built it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, 1,000 cubits unto the wall, unto the dung gate. But the dung gate repaired Malchiah, the son of Rechab, the ruler of part of Beth-Haxurim. He built it and set up the doors thereof, and locks thereof, and the bars thereof. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shalem, the son of Colhose, the ruler of part of Mizpah. He built it and covered it, and set up doors thereof, and locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and the wall of the pool of Siloah by the king's garden, and unto the stairs that go down from the city of David. After him repaired Nehemiah, the son of Azbuk, the ruler of half part of Bethazar, unto the place over against the sepulchres of David, and to the pool that was made, and unto the house of the mighty. And after him repaired the Levites, Rehum, the son of Benai. Next unto him repaired Hashabiah, the ruler of the half part of Keilah, in his part. After him repaired their brethren, Bevi, the son of Henadad, the ruler of half part of Keilah. And next to him repaired Ezer, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, another piece over against the going up of the armory at the turning of the wall. I mean, they had rulers among them. Nobody did anything. I'm just sitting here, and I mean, I've read this multiple times, but I'm just really thinking about it now. I guess because, I don't know, my mindset has changed a lot. Over the last few years, you know, I'm not, because my family, we build furniture. So men like to build and mold, and the kids do the Legos and they build stuff, and now we out there cultivating a garden and stuff. And I'm like, we can do this. There are so many skills and stuff that our people have learned and know how to do, and yet a lot of us still, we don't know how to do these things just because we've been so far removed from how to really be an independent people like we were, how y'all created us to be, and we're kind of dependent on society. And I posted a few things yesterday. I'm like, man, we really, if our people could just come together, even just small little families can begin to unite. You know, there are so many things we could do, but most of our people, just like this, I realize most of our people are scared. Just think about the children of Israel before the first Exodus. They outnumbered the Egyptians. You mean to tell me it won't nobody in there like, listen, man, let's look. Somebody gonna need to take one for all of us, because I'm sick of this. Like, I'm glad I wasn't born back in the days of like hard slavery where they were getting whooped, because I would probably been one of the first ones that would have died, because I would have led a revolt. We are not having it on my watch. We will not have it. We will not have this. Like, I get heated thinking about it. I'm like, it was so many of them. We were so much stronger. I get it. They had the fire sticks or the guns. I get that. We had spears and stuff. I get that. But what they don't tell us, though, our people did lead a revolt, but they don't really tell that part, because they did overcome them. I mean, a lot of them died. There was some, they decided they would die in the ocean. They sunk the ship. Some of them actually took over a couple of the ships, and they turned back around and went back home. But there was some of our people, like you've seen in Black Panther, but not just in Black Panther, but if you actually go read it, they said they literally did. They thought death would be better than to be enslaved. So they killed their children, and they killed themselves. You know, they said, we'll die before we live under your rule. I mean, that's, whew. I don't know that I would have did that. I would have fought till they killed me. I'm not going to take my own life. but I'm darn sure gonna make sure that you don't touch my children, you don't touch my family. Like, I'm peaceable. You see me peaceable now, but don't cross the line, because you will see a side of me that you would think never lived in somebody like me. We will disintegrate you. We will take your life without thinking. I'm just saying, like, I get heated thinking about this. I'm just like, there was so many. Why? There was like no leader. Like, they all, like, all of you, nobody was standing up. At least what they tell us. There was. I mean, they were killing our people left and right. But just think about it. Think about it. Even here in the American stories that we see, with one with a slit master throat, I'm telling you, with a slit master's throat, and put on the show when Massa went out to go, everybody played the part, yeah, but we would have been running that plantation. Massa went away for a little bit. He left me in charge. What you need, sir?
Are you serious?
I sure am. Would have played the part real quick, and if you came by yourself, you would have been joining Massa in the dirt. We're gonna bury him right there behind Massa. They come look for him. Sir, he was here last week. He was saying he was going, and let them start digging around. We're gonna bury you and your clan. Like, we would have thought all this out before they gonna come. They gonna come looking for
you included.
Me included.
No.
And all those who would stand up behind me and lead the revolt. No. We not taking Massa crap no more.
You ain't nobody like that, yo. You know what you doing.
You would have been right there too.
I'm a rebel
We
already.
will not have it, Hope.
I'm a rebel.
Not today.
Not you.
Not today.
You're not a rebel.
Oh, we wouldn't have?
I'm a rebel already. You know that
right.
about me. But you?
What have I learned from you over these last almost 20 years of being married to you?
Oh, wow.
See, y'all know how to pair people up. Or give us free. Think Tara would have been right there with us. Ooh.
Oh, well, she a rebel too. I mean, that's her and Elijah just two rebels too. I mean, that's
all it takes. That's why they kill those. That's why they kill those who rise up among us, because people sick of this. Yeah. They sick of the crap. Think about this. They out there.
What's up, baby?
Hate to get off. Look, we only got like a couple more verses. Look, I hate to get off the topic, but think about those out there in the streets protesting. You got the black folks. Not a lot of them, but they are peacefully. Well, you got some white folks out there too, but the group with the black folks kind of scattered within them, they're peacefully protesting. But you got people of other ethnic groups who have, okay, I don't mean to be racist about this, but people who have white privilege, they out there protesting with their guns and stuff. I'm sitting here watching this like, I know. And the cops just standing back. The cops peacefully standing back, letting them with their masks on, letting them, they exercising their First Amendment, their Second Amendment rights and all this stuff. And I'm like, let that had been a group of us. Let that had been niggas out there. They would have had. They bombed our cities. Black Wall Street, we're not in our own business trying to raise our family, build a good community, trade amongst ourselves. They can't have that. Why? Because we are powerful people, and they know that the entire world looks after us. And our culture is ingrained in the entire world. From the hair to the clothing to the music, the inventions, everything. Like, that couldn't be us out there protesting, talking about something. We don't want to be in the house no more. Ain't no coronavirus out. We don't want to be in the house no more. We're going to take our guns. Y'all need to open the city back up. That couldn't have been us. That's like, what? It's a bunch of niggas out there? What? They would have been surrounded. Like, we wouldn't have gotten down in the street good. We would have been pepper sprayed, maced, water hoses, our people in jail. It's all over social media. Like, we couldn't do that. I'm just like,
it's already been done.
Listen, what I'm telling you, it needs to be done again.
No. Well, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying go out here and riot, but I'm just saying I said all that to say, like, right in here, like, our people a lot of times, it's like, because we're really a peaceable people. We really are. Trina, they would kill us dead. We're peaceable people till you start messing with us. Like, we don't want no trouble from y'all. We just want to raise our family. build our homes, tend to our gardens, work, trade amongst the merchants, whatever, so we can build a legacy for our family. I'm not saying that there are not some rebels among us and thugs that go out there creating trouble, because there is in every society. But for the most part, for the majority of our people, we are a peaceable people. And we'll trade amongst anybody. We don't care, white, black, green, alien. I mean, I don't know that we don't trust you like that for real, but we'll peaceably trade. As long as you're not coming in here overstepping your bounds, trying to harm our family, it's cool. Let's do business. Let's trade or whatever. We'll buy some land or whatever. But I said all that to say we got all these people and nobody stood up. Nobody stood up. They don't care Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, anybody that rises up from us. So we got to be wise when we rise up, and all of our people are not on the same page either. Our people have been, what's the word? Dumbed down and brainwashed so much. It's like, oh, we don't want to kick up no trouble with massa, but they know that, and they trained our people and our ancestors to be that way. And it's like we're gonna go with the flow. We're gonna just go on here, but at the expense of you taking advantage of me and my family and my children. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. But we got to be smart about it. We can't do things like we did before, because they come out. And even though, shucks, I'm going to just put it this way. Because we were in rebellion against Yah, that was the only way all those nations could have done that to us. That's the only way, because in history before time, when we kept to Yah's commands and we kept him first and we cried out to him first and sought him first, he never let that happen. But when we rebelled against him, i.e. intertwining ourselves with other nations, he said, don't intermarry with them. It wasn't a race thing, like we said yesterday. The Egyptians, they were black. He said, you can go in there, you can whatever, enjoy the land, but don't mingle with them. Like, you can live amongst the people and not become that people and live like that people. You can truly live in amongst of a heathen nation and be set apart. I do it. I don't have to do all these other things, but I live in the midst of an unclean nation of people, but I choose to keep myself apart. It can be done. He said, when you mix with them, they're going to turn your hearts away from me, not because they're white or they're Filipino or whatever. That's not what he's talking about. He said, you don't mix with the people who worship other gods. He said, then my blessing will leave you, and I'm not going to hear your prayers because you're worshiping other gods when you should only be worshiping me. I am your God. You're my people. So anything you need, you come to me. And that's how we got into the trouble that we're in. But when we return to Yah and seek only him and cry out to only him and not worshiping multiple gods like the church and the different nations teach people to do, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Catholic, all these people, with all the separation that they put between religion, all of them are worshiping the same multiple gods. No matter if you call yourself a Muslim or Christian, they'll fight throat to throat, but the same people that wrote your book wrote their book, and they just changed the names for you. And a lot of people are none the wiser because they refuse to go look at it. It's like, nope. Even when they came and took our ancestors from over there, who was it? The King of Belgium. I forget his name. The King of Belgium. They said, you're not going to get them. He said they worship one God, one Nzambi. That's one God. Nzambi is a Bantu term for God. They worship one Nzambi. You're not going to get them that way. So you have to get them, and you have to divide them this way and split them up and break up their community and their families and stuff. Otherwise, they're going to be a powerful people, and they're going to lead revolt, and they're going to rise up, and they're going to take over. So we have to go in and dissect them and split them up this way, and that's what they've done. And we can still see that happening today. Think about the Willie Lynch letters. It's all written there, but this is nothing new. This is nothing new. This has been planned because they know when our people, think about our tight-knit families. If you ever come from a family that's tight-knit, we don't play. We may fight amongst ourselves, but ain't no outsider coming in. You not gonna touch my cousin. We could have just been out there fighting in the street, halfway killed each other, but let somebody else come and join in. We join the forces. No. You can't do that. But there's something powerful about when our people unite and we literally get on one accord. Powerful things happen and we become a strong people, and you cannot overpower us because Yahuwah stands behind us. We are his people and we're on one accord. We're on one accord with him. It's like, drop that fire on him, and nobody will stand against us. Nobody can stand against us because Yah stands with us and for us. Yeah, Tiffany, girl, Nehemiah, Ezra, they got me all fired up. Let me go ahead and finish this. I got a few more scriptures, but this whole thing, I'm just like, how are our people overpowered when we have everything we need amongst us? The brains, the strength, the ingenuity. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Those were gifts given to us. Everything, just about everything created in this world that we've created or come from nature or that we have manipulated, it comes from our people. It comes from our people. But then the credit was stolen and given to another people. You know, we're finding that out over the years and stuff. Yeah, black people made just about everything that Yah didn't make himself in nature. He's given us the wisdom to manipulate things and to pull things out and create something from the resources that he put in here. And that's still in us if we will wake it up. But we have to separate ourselves from this filthy, unclean nation that we live among for those things to come back alive. That's why a few years ago we pulled our kids out of not out of private school, but out of public school. Not that it, because it's a good system over here where we live at, but there were things that they were coming home asking me. It's like, why are they being exposed? And I just was not having it. I was not having it. And we had the opportunity because we run our own business. We have the opportunity at a time where I can be home and I can school them, and I don't have to worry about other kids and all this stuff and them riding on the bus and all this filth getting on the inside of them and them getting having something explained to them in the wrong way. Or now they're confused about who they were born to be. You were born a man. You are not a woman. I can't. That heats me up and gets me fired up. So, but yeah, all this I see through Nehemiah. It's like you gotta have somebody that weeps over the sin and over the brokenness of our people and our cities and stuff. And somebody has to cry out. And when somebody stands up, Yah, everything, he puts everything behind him, her, them. And then when the people see somebody, it's like the people get excited when they see somebody. Oh yeah, because all it takes is one person to step out. You have a lot of people. You don't have too many leaders that step out, or those who are actually given the ability to lead an army, a nation of people without fear. But you have a lot of followers that will fight to the death and stand behind that leader because we got somebody to lead us and we can get out of this place. So whatever you need, we here. We will serve you, our king or whatever. So we need people, and we have those people, and we can slowly see them rising up. And our people are looking for those leaders, like where they at, because we sick of this. We get a leader, we behind you 100%. Let's go. So I can see it happening as there's a changing of the guard, so to speak, and we can see our people rising up here and there, little by little. But we gotta rein in those of our people and the younger culture who have been exposed to things and taught things they shouldn't have. And we really need the wisdom of our elders, at this time, because when they die out and they don't give that wisdom to the next generation coming up, we lose that. We lose things. Like, think about it. Our people, when we were stolen from wherever part we were stolen from our homeland, most of us, we don't even speak our mother tongue. Every other nation over here, you got Korean people, Chinese people, you got Mexican people, all of them speak multiple languages, at least two. They speak their mother tongue and they speak English to operate here. I hope your mama watching this too. You hear your son?
I do speak Cindy Murphy tongue, trust me.
I think all our people can speak Cindy Murphy tongue. We'll cuss you out in a hot slap second.
That's funny.
But because our ancestors were so afraid. That's why, like, it wasn't that our people couldn't read or that our people were ignorant. Is that we couldn't read the English language. And hear me, understand me when I say this. The English language is a disgusting, filthy language. When you really understand what it is and how it was taken, it's a disgusting language. It's a language with, it's like a it's like a language that speaks curses upon you. Like, perfect. We talked about this before. When we tell somebody good morning, that's like an oxymoron. How can you have good and morning in the same time? Although it's spelled different, morning and morning, there's a lot of words that sound the same that are spelled different, that have different meanings. And one is a blessing, one is a curse. How can you have one word? And that's one thing about our mother tongue, about Bantu languages. You don't, it's not a filthy language, it's a language of power. And that's why they whipped our ancestors. They told them, don't you speak in that tongue, because even our language was powerful and it carried weight. So they were beaten when they spoke in the mother tongue, and our ancestors were afraid to teach it to their children. Why? Because they didn't want their children to die for getting caught speaking their language. Why? Because Massa couldn't understand what you were saying. Massa didn't want us plotting on him. And a lot of times, when we hear the term massa, when we're talking about, a lot of times we think like white people against black people. Yeah, and but a lot of times massa could have been our very own people that sold us out, because it was a lot of our own people selling us to massa. Like they literally, they sold us out and sold us to massa. Those who were coming, think about it. You ain't gonna go into an African continent unless you got some allies inside of the African continent that look like the people that you want to traffic and steal. So it was a lot of our people that was selling us into slavery. So it's just, and I got way off, y'all. I only got like a few more verses, but I got kind of fired up. But what I'm saying is, our people are looking for leaders, and that's why our leaders, they have to have good hearts. They have to stand right before Yah at all times. That's why he was always on the priests, because the priests and the Levites, they were literally the leaders of the people that taught them the ways to walk in order that the blessing of Yah could stay upon them, and he would constantly fight for them, because when they kept themselves in line with Yah, and a lot of people, when you hear commandments now the way it's taught, it's disgusting to me, and it's filthy, because that's done away with. Amen. Before the Mayflower, a good book to read. I heard about that book. I haven't read it. Thanks, James. Before the Mayflower. I'm gonna look that up. I can probably download that to my Kindle. But when the priests get out of line, those that are supposed, and remember, the commandments is simply a way of life. And the commandments are good for everybody. It teaches you how to care for yourself, how to care for others, how not to violate other people. Don't steal their stuff and go hide and say, this is mine. It's that literally, as we read them, that's why we're reading them. That's what the commandments are. It teaches you how to live upright and holy in a community, and how to treat others, and it teaches you just judgment for different things when people get out of line. Not every sin deserves death, or you don't need to be put to death for everything. If you stole something, you need to replace what you stole. You don't just say, I'm sorry, or you go crash somebody's car. My bad, bro. No, you better go replace my vehicle, and don't give me trash. You give me something, like I said yesterday, something of the same year, caliber, grade, and everything. And if you can't find that, if it's out of stock, if it was a limited edition, you better go up a notch. You don't go down, you go up a level, and you give them something better. That's what repentance and forgiveness is. You don't just give lip service, but you have to do something, and that part has been lost when that's being taught in the church. They don't teach you, Jesus forgive me. God done forgave me. You need to forgive me too. No. You better go get me you better replace my stuff. Yeah, because your words mean nothing if you violated somebody, if you destroyed something of theirs. faith without works is dead. So you can keep your words, you can keep your apology until you restore what was stolen to me, or you fix what was broken. That's what the law teaches you. Yahuwah teaches us how to be upstanding people at all times, not just amongst ourselves, but even with operating with other nations, other people, other races. He teaches us how to be good people all the way around. And for some reason, we've lost that part when we read through here, because we had people teaching us who should not have been teaching us. Okay, I'm done, y'all. Let me go ahead and finish reading this, because we should have been done. Okay, I stopped at verse 17. And at Nehemiah chapter 3, verse 17. After him repaired the Levites, Rehum the son of Benai. Next unto him repaired Hashabiah, the ruler of the half part of Keilah in his part. After him repaired their brethren, Bevi, the son of Henadad, the ruler of the half part of Keilah. And next to him repaired Ezer, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, another piece over against the going up of the armory at the turning of the wall. After him, Baruch, the son of Zebai, earnestly repaired the other piece from the turning of the wall unto the door of the house of Eliashib the high priest. After him repaired Merimoth, son of Urijah, the son of Koz, another piece from the door of the house of Eliashib even to the end of the house Eliashib. And after him repaired the priests, the men of the plain. After him repaired Benjamin and Hashub over against their house. After him repaired Azariah, the son of Manasseh, son of Ananiah, by his house. After him repaired Benai, the son of Henadad, another piece from the house of Azariah unto the turning of the wall, even unto the corner. It just blows me, like all these people who are already in place just waiting for somebody to stand up and tell us, show us what we need to do. And it took them a matter of a few weeks to get this done. All the people was ready. They were waiting, but nobody stood up. Palau, the son of Uzziah, over against the turning of the wall, and the tower which lieth out from the king's high house that was by the court of the prison. After him, Pedaiah, the son of Parosh. Moreover, the Nethinims dwelt in Ophel unto the place over against the water gate toward the east, and the tower that lieth out. After them, the Tekoahites repaired another piece over against the great tower that lieth out, even unto the wall of Ophel. From above the horse gate repaired the priests, every one over against his house. After them repaired Zadok, the son of Immer, over against his house. After him repaired also Shemaiah, the son of Shechaniah, the keeper. Here, move your head.
Shechaniah.
Move your head.
I like that, man.
The keeper of the east gate. After him repaired Hananiah, the son of Shelemiah, and Hanan, the sixth son of Zalaph. Another. Look, girl, you want to grab your daughter?
No,
I'm almost done. I got like 2 verses left.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, now you want. Look, stop. After him repaired Hananiah, the son of Shelemiah, and Hanan, the sixth son of Zalaph, another piece. After him repaired Meshullam, the son of Berechiah, over against his chamber. After him repaired Malachi, the goldsmith's son, unto the place of the Nethinims and the merchants over against the gate Mikcad, and to the going up of the corner. And between the going up of the corner unto the sheep gate repaired the goldsmiths and the merchants. And that, my beautiful people, is our reading for today. Nehemiah 1, 2, and 3. It is day 137, Monday, May the 4th, 2020, y'all. All right, y'all. I don't really need to say anything else because I ran my mouth way too much. And my husband's sitting here looking at me like... Okay, so let's go ahead and do the blessing. All right, y'all. We have a conference call we have to get on shortly. So, all right, the blessing comes from where? Y'all should know it by heart. Numbers chapter 6, verses 22 through 27. And remember, the first 21 verses of that same chapter is about the Nazirite vow that man or woman can take, and it's still active today. And you can take that vow if you so choose. Verse 22, and Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise shall you bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. May Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon us and give us his peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, or the children of Yisolili, or the children of Yisaela, or Yasharala, Yasharal, the isolated ones, my people. and you shall put my name upon them, and I myself will come and bless them. So, all right, y'all. I love y'all. See you bright and early in the morning. Peace.